Teen-centric.
Teen-centric.
You're listening to Teen-centric.
Teen-centric.
KPPQ, LP Ventura, 104.1 FM.
I produce this show to provide a platform for young people. Many of the kids you will hear from are having a hard time in their lives, addicted to drugs, struggling with mental illness, undocumented and facing the threat of ICE, or incarcerated.
Yes, I'm Native and I'm proud. Santi Oyate, I say it just like my ancestors. They took me away. Just like my ancestors, they stole my clothes. Just like my ancestors, the Wanshushu gave me a uniform. Just like my ancestors, they tell me what I can and cannot do. Just like my ancestors, they try to make me unhappy. But to them I say, O washa wakatanka washte.
How did it feel writing that? Was that like the first time you kind of threw down in some native language a little bit?
Yeah, because I thought about it and I was like, well, I know like from the past that they took my ancestors away, and I was just figured, well, they took me away.
Yeah, and the language too is something that gets taken away from native people.
Yeah.
So it's really good to bring it back.
So we have to bring it. That's what my grandma tells me.
Yes.
Have to keep it alive.
Right. So that's why I wanted to publish your poem in the book. One of the reasons. I mean, I like the poem, but it's also cool that you put some
native
language in there, definitely.
You inspired me, Craig.
Well, good. You inspire me.
I know, like, writing what I feel could get me a lot out. And showing it in art could help, too.
Do you feel like a new beginning kind of coming for you?
A new beginning, yeah.
Yeah?
Fresh start.
Fresh start.
Like, I'm a graduate. Like, this is it.
And the teachers here were helpful?
They were helpful. You were helpful with your poetry. Kept me going.
Oh, good.
I grew up in a wealthier community, but I was very poor growing up. My dad was a skinhead and alcoholic, smoked meth for a long time, and then he ended up leaving when I was 13. Like, when I first came in here, I was scared too. The sheriffs told me it was going to be a bunch of Mexicans. I was going to get my ass beat every day. But
that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
If there were some kids listening who were being taught that kind of hate, just based on skin color, how might you, as somebody who also got exposed to that, tell them to think differently and why it might be good to do that?
I'd tell them, I think very similarly, I thought very similarly. I would tell them, why give yourself more problems? I mean, I grew up pretty racist. I didn't have a lot of friends. When I went to middle school, I had a few Mexican friends and my dad beat me up for it. My dad's never really wanted to have anything to do with me, but...
I feel free when I'm writing, you know what I mean? Go ahead. It's a different feeling. I get these chills when I'm writing, you know, because in the end, I never knew I could write this. Yeah, and I thank you, Craig. I thank you, man. You've helped me express my feelings through pencil and paper, man. I mean, I've never written anything before until you started coming into the facility, you know, and I thank you, man.
Yeah, I put you in the book.
Yeah, you did put me in the book, man. It was a trip when I saw it, man. I couldn't believe it, you know. I couldn't believe I was in the book.
You were a published author, my friend. That's really cool.
Thanks, Craig. I mean,
who did the work?
We both did. I am who I am. I'm Mexican. I am who I am. I'm Mexican. I am who I am. I'm Mexican, brown and white, that's my pride. Living life on the low, trying not to think about immigration knocking at my door. Taking my family while I'm on the ground.
I would never think something I wrote would be in a book for people to see. Who is that girl in the mirror? She looks like meat, but I've never seen her. She's either too big or not enough. Flaws run through her body like the blade went through her skin. She is not who I am or want to be, but she looks like me. Who is she? Who is she?
You told me a story the last time I was here about your life that was really powerful.
Yeah.
Is that something you're comfortable talking about?
Well, I could share some. Yeah.
Okay. You told me basically when you were 17 years old you got shot.
Yeah.
There are probably people listening that would be like, what? A 17-year-old girl getting shot?
Right.
How can that be?
Well, because of the gang life, you know? So, surrounding yourself around people that probably gonna get you caught up and hurt.
Mm-hmm. And then something else happened.
A couple months later, I got stabbed 20 times, so, yeah.
So then we've been doing some writing recently, and you seem like you've enjoyed that.
Yeah, I actually have. I didn't know I was a poet, but, you know, I guess I have.
I guess you are.
Yeah. It helps, you know, understand. But, yeah, it's not just always adults that are being put in situations where their life's at risk. It's also their teenager kids or children, younger children than teenagers.
You've seen that.
Yes. When I was little, my mom and I would shiver. I remember her saying we suffered in Mexico, so we came to the States to find something better. Now sitting in jail, I write her sad letters, wishing I didn't feel so alone. Here in the halls, my mom is the only one who answers my calls. When I'm missing her, I put my hands together. I pray that angels above protect you and the skies remain blue. Mom, I'll always love you, always love you, always love you.